A small list that wants exactly what you're offering is better than a bigger list that isn't committed. Ramsay Leimenstoll. You have the power to be the boss of your own life. I'm your host, Monica Allen. I'm a wife, mom, entrepreneur, best-selling author, lifelong learner, and your biz bestie. I have a love and passion for all things small business. Growing my own company from $700 to over 7 figures annually, my goal is to bring you inspiration, business-focused topics and tips, encouragement, and a community that helps you launch, grow, and scale your business, whether you are a dreamer, a side hustler, or a seasoned entrepreneur. You are listening to the Become Your Own Boss podcast. This episode is being brought to you by Zeus's Closet, where we're like a tattoo shop for your clothes. As a small business, you should have branded apparel to help market and create brand awareness around your business. Right now, you can grab our small business package that includes 3 polo shirts, 2 logo button-down shirts, and free business logo setup at the link in the show notes. You can save 15% by using code BOSS15. On last week's episode, we talked all about lead magnets, which again can be a powerful tool that helps you attract potential customers and start building your email list. Now, let's say you've taken the plunge and you've set your lead magnet on your website. You're starting to collect names and email addresses. You might be wondering, now what? Well, today we're discussing exactly that. I'm going to share practical ways to use those contacts to build a genuine relationship and turn those subscribers into loyal customers. First, we're going to start with a welcome series. You want to give your new subscribers a warm welcome. Imagine walking into a friend's house and they greet you at the door, maybe offer you a drink and give you a quick tour. That's what your welcome email series should feel like. This isn't just one email. Think of it as a 3 to 5 email sequence where you get to introduce yourself, share your story, and let your subscribers know what they can expect from you. It's like setting the table for a long-term relationship. If you make a strong personal connection right from the start, you're already a step ahead. Now, one of the things I talked about briefly last week was a newsletter. And I think this is one of the best ways after you've done your welcome series to create a consistent relationship. Now, you know I'm all about consistency, but remember, consistency does not mean constantly. Just like I send out my monthly newsletter, it's crucial to show up regularly for your audience. Now, truthfully, my newsletter does not go out on a specific date each month, though I tried that initially. I wanted to be very consistent and put it out on the 15th of each month or something like that. Now I'm just to the point to, as long as I get it out by the end of the month, I'm doing really good. And if you're on my email list for the newsletter, you know that usually these days it's coming out on that last day of the month. But I do think consistency is important, and a newsletter is a great way to stay in front of your new subscribers. You might want to consider a monthly or even bi-weekly newsletter if you can be that consistent. Again, this is a great way to stay in front of them. It's a great way to stay top of mind. It will allow you to share valuable tips, perhaps a little behind the scenes action, or sneak peeks of what's coming up. This isn't just another email in their inbox. It's a way for them to feel connected to you, to your journey, to your company. The more they see you showing up, your brand showing up, the more they'll know, like, and trust you. And when I say you, if you're a sole proprietor, it may just be about you if you're providing a service. But if you're providing a product, it's really about the brand. And that's really what you're sharing with them. When it comes to our subscribers, though, one size doesn't fit all, especially when it comes to communicating with them. And that's where the next thing comes in. It's called segmentation. If you know a little bit about your subscribers, maybe their interests or even where they're located, you can tailor your messages to be more relevant to them. For example, you might have a different segment for potential customers versus repeat buyers. In Stuff for Greeks, we have those people who inquire about group orders in a different segment from people who are just talking about an individual order. They get tagged, that's what we call it. They're tagged with certain tags, but we set up specific tags based on what it is they're inquiring about or what they're interested in. In Zeus's Closet, we have those customers who we know own businesses tagged differently from people who come in and just get maybe personal customized apparel. When you personalize your emails, people feel like you're speaking directly to them. And trust me, that goes a long way. It continues to build a relationship, it builds rapport with them. Okay, the next thing you can do with these new subscribers is you want to make sure you're creating engaging and valuable content. When it comes to content, you want to be the go-to source for value, the go-to source for what it is you are known for, what your specialty is. Think about what resonates with your audience. It could be a quick how-to, a behind-the-scenes look at your business, or even a case study that shows how your product or service is making a difference. The goal is to make your emails something your subscribers look forward to. When they see real value, they'll keep coming back for more, and they'll actually look forward to your emails and they won't skip them. One of the things that we did many years ago was we implemented automation. And truthfully, I am not in charge of this part of our business. I can remember Ethan learning about this back in probably 2008, 2009, somewhere in there. But it was a really big deal when we switched to one particular email provider because it gave us so much flexibility with tagging, which I mentioned earlier. So I want you to think about automation for nurturing these new subscribers. Automation is like having an assistant who's working around the clock to keep your leads warm. You can set up automated sequences for things like abandoned cart reminders. This is something that we do. If you put something in your Stuff for Greeks cart and you don't check out within 24 hours, you're going to get an email that says, hey, you left something in your cart, or something to that effect. You can also do post-purchase follow-ups or even birthday messages. These automations help you maintain that connection without having to lift a finger every single time you want to send out an email. And it's really about working smarter, not harder. One of the things that I know that we have room to grow in is, for example, sending birthday messages. We collect clients' birthdays through Stuff for Greeks, but we don't yet send out birthday messages. And that's something we should actually do for our customers or subscribers. And to that point, we can offer people exclusive offers if they're on our list. We all love to feel special. I know I love getting, for example, I get an email from DSW around my birthday and maybe another time of year, but I love getting those because I love shoes. And so it's great to get a bit of a coupon during that time. But by offering exclusive deals to your email list, whether it's early access to a sale, a discount code, a birthday discount, whatever the case may be, a first look at a new product, you're giving them a reason to stay engaged with you and your brand. And these little perks make your subscribers feel valued and keep them, again, coming back for more. Another thing we can do with our subscriber list, for example, if they've purchased previously, you can send them a survey or a feedback email asking them, how did we do? What do you think? Reply to this email. But this shows that you care about their opinion, and this will help build trust. And it's also a great way to gather insight that can help you improve your business. And I can be honest, there's feedback that we've gotten before that has made me sad or has made me mad. I'm like, oh, but we tried so hard and we did such a great job. But at the end of the day, the feedback we get from our clients or customers is very helpful to our businesses because it can help us be better and do better. And when a customer sees that you've made changes to do those things that they suggested, it then builds even a better relationship with them. One thing we all need to remember is people connect with people. And, we can look at emails as kind of transactional, but we don't want to do that. We want to really look at it as a relationship. And so if we share some stories with our subscribers or our potential customers, it builds relatability. And people, again, love to connect with people. So storytelling lets you pull back the curtain, show your journey. It shows your wins, show your struggles. Anything that makes you relatable to your customer is very helpful. You want to share customer success stories or your own personal challenges. When you do this, you're inviting subscribers to be a part of your story, a part of the brand. It's also about creating that emotional connection. So think about commercials. I don't really watch a lot of TV anymore, so I don't see a lot of commercials or as much as I used to, but they are all about making an emotional connection with us. I often think about Coca-Cola commercials, especially the ones around the holidays, or Nike commercials. Nike makes us all feel like we can be so strong. If we put on a pair of Nikes, we can just do it. Whatever we put our mind to, we can do. So think about that storytelling, because that can be something that you include in an email. And you can actually embed video in emails. So keep those things in mind. You also want to leverage social proof. So being in communication with your email list allows you to have social proof, which is very, very powerful, because you can share testimonials, reviews, case studies. It helps build credibility. It helps build your reputation. Seeing others who benefit from your products or service reassures potential customers that they're making a good choice by sticking with you, sticking with your email list. Perhaps purchasing from you in the future will be a good idea. Another great thing about email is it really allows for two-way communication. You can have a two-way conversation because your customers are actually getting an email from your brand, from you, from your company. And so they can, just like with any other email, reply back, and you can encourage your subscribers to reply or even click through a link in the email, but they can engage with your content. And when they feel like they're a part of the conversation, they're more likely to stick around as well and stay connected. Now, I know I've been talking a lot about email because I do truly think that email is great, but you also want to still begin to build up that social media connection. And so within those emails, you can point people to your social media channels. This again allows you to build a deeper relationship with them. And it allows them to see different aspects of your business, because you may post a variety of things on your Instagram or your TikTok that you don't necessarily communicate in every single email. Most businesses are posting, well, actually, I can't say that they're posting a specific amount of times each day. But what I can say is that you're probably going to be a bit more frequent on sharing things on social than you would in an email. You don't want to bombard your subscribers with email. That is the fastest way to have someone unsubscribe. But you can post a variety of images on your Instagram or Facebook or wherever you are. There's so many now, but you can post a lot. I think we were just looking at the Hawks here in Atlanta. Our basketball team is called the Hawks, and we do some work for them. And we noticed just today alone, they posted maybe 10 posts. So having your clients, your subscribers be able to see you in multiple places and creating a multi-channel experience, again, it helps you remain top of mind for them. Another thing you can do with the subscribers who are a part of your email list is you can celebrate milestones together. Again, I mentioned birthdays, recognizing anniversaries. Restaurants could really do this, because if you can grab someone's anniversary date, that is a milestone you can celebrate with them each year. Also, again, birthdays are a great milestone to recognize. It really shows that you appreciate your customer when you remember those little things and send them maybe a little token of appreciation. You can also let them know about your milestones. Let them know when your business is celebrating your anniversary, or if you win an award. Again, this adds credibility. It helps them see how long you've been in business. It shows that you know your stuff if you won an award or multiple awards. So don't be shy about tooting your own horn every once in a while in an email. As you begin to build this list and you begin to do some of these things, communicating with them, you're going to eventually have subscribers who may engage less. They may not be as involved. They may not reply back. They may become what some people call dormant subscribers. But you want to do your best to run like a re-engagement campaign. This could be an email around something like, "We miss you," or send them a special offer. But this is all about reigniting that interest and showing them that they are still valuable to you and valued by you. So that's really it. There you have it. A roadmap for nurturing your email list and turning your subscribers into loyal customers. I know it's a lot of information, but keep in mind, it's not linear. You don't have to go down the list step by step. It's just once you've established the lead magnet on your website, these are simply some ideas to get started to make those connections with your subscribers. Starting first with getting that lead magnet up. If you did not do that yet, go back to last week's episode 220, and that will help you get that going. But once you have that done, hop back over to this episode and keep in mind, it does take time to build your list, so don't get discouraged. But begin to go through some of these steps to communicate, beginning with that welcome series, but to begin communicating with your subscribers. As the quote at the top of the episode states, "A small list that wants exactly what you're offering is better than a bigger list that isn't committed." I wanted to share this quote because it's really not about the number of people you have on your list. It's about the number of engaged people you have on your list. And it's okay for that list to be small. So again, don't be discouraged. You can do a lot with a small list, especially if they're all engaged with you. So let's say you have a list of 100,000 people. Even if you only have, 100, 200, 1,000 engaged with you, that is not really a good ratio. Eventually, and nowadays with the companies, Google, Yahoo, making changes, those people are going to begin to drop off your list anyway because they're not engaged. But if you have a small list of, say, 200 people who are highly engaged with you, who look forward to your emails, who are doing business with you on a constant basis or a consistent basis, really more consistent, you're doing really, really well. So I don't want you to look at that number and get down on yourself, because it is going to take time to begin to build up that list as you continue to push out your lead magnet, perhaps even change your lead magnet. You don't have to keep the same one. You can come up with some new ideas. But again, you don't have to have thousands of subscribers to be successful in building these relationships. Again, each touch point is an opportunity to build that know, like, and trust factor that I've mentioned before. And it's about being consistent, authentic, and always finding ways to add value to your potential customer or to your repeat customer. The more you show up for your audience, the more they'll show up for you. Just remember that. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you have found the past 2 weeks' content valuable. Again, this was all led by someone telling me that they had no idea what a lead magnet was. And perhaps there's other things that you've heard, other terms you've heard, and you're like, what is that? Feel free to email me, monica@monicaallen.com, and let me know if there's something that you would like to learn more about or you need to know more about for success in your business. I'm here for it. I'm here to help you. Remember that I'm here to help you. This is what this podcast is all about, helping our businesses grow and be successful for the long term. As always, I'm grateful for you. I'm so happy you took the time to listen. I want you to do one other thing for me, other than email me some ideas of things you might need to know about or you'd like to learn more about. I also want you to take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe and share the podcast with someone else. I also want you to remember, now is the time. Now is the time to level up, leave a legacy, and become your own boss.